What's up, guys? Welcome to the Ashley Neville Show. Let's get right into it. So we're about a week away from the All-Star break, and I think it's pretty clear who's in the running for the MVP race. Now, you don't have to agree with my top 5, and I don't expect you to. But I want to make cases for LeBron James, Joel Embiid, Damian Lillard, Nikola Jokic, and Chris Paul. LeBron James. 8 years. 8 whole years since LeBron has been named an MVP. What the hell? LeBron should be in the MVP conversation every year, and it's absurd that the 4-time NBA champion and 17-time NBA All-Star only has 4 MVPs. I don't know what kind of weed the voters are smoking.
Stay off the weed!
But 4 MVPs? What? Y'all must be bored with watching the same player dominate the league for 18 years straight and having record-breaking success. He's averaging 26 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists this season, shooting 51% from the field and 35% from 3. The Lakers have a 22-10 record and are 3rd in the West. Every team LeBron plays on is an automatic favorite to win it all. Shit, put him on the Timberwolves, and they're in the playoffs too. MVP candidate number 2, Joel Embiid. My goodness, what a season he's having. Averaging 28 points and 11 rebounds and currently 3rd in scoring. He has the 2nd best player efficiency rating in the NBA. He's a guy competitors fear every night. How do you even plan against him? You really can't. You need 3 defenders just to stop him, and even then he's drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line. An absolute beast. He's got the Sixers in 1st place in the East with a 21-11 record and became the first Sixers player to score 50 points since Allen Iverson in 2005. Definitely an MVP season, if you ask me. MVP candidate number 3, Damian Lillard. Let me start by saying y'all need to put some damn respect on this man's name. I'm sick and tired of it. Not only is Dame deserving to be named an all-star starter, but he's definitely deserving of being in the MVP conversation. He's a walking bucket every night. When in crunch time, Dame is an absolute killer. They don't call it Dame time for nothing. The Blazers are 18-13 and currently 6th place in the West. They wouldn't be there without Dame, and that's a fact. He's also 3rd in the league in scoring with 30 points and is also averaging 5 rebounds and 8 assists. Oh, and did I mention 5th in player efficiency rating? Yeah. Definitely an MVP in my eyes. MVP candidate number 4, Nikola Jokic, one of the best passing bigs we've ever seen. Now, his style of basketball may not be the prettiest, but wow, he gets the job done. He has 7 triple-doubles this season, and the 3-time NBA All-Star has just become the first Nuggets player to be named an NBA All-Star starter since Carmelo Anthony in 2011. He is 1st in player efficiency, 5th in assists, and 8th in both scoring and rebounding. He has been the heart and soul of this Nuggets squad, carrying the team on his shoulders night in and night out, leading them to a 17-14 record. Denver wouldn't be in the playoffs without him, so to say his presence is needed is an understatement. MVP caliber talent for sure. And last but not least, MVP candidate number 5 for me is Chris Paul. Now, before y'all call me crazy and tell me to go back to the kitchen, just hear me out for a second, okay? Every team CP3 plays for is a playoff team. There's a reason his nickname is the point guard, one of the best floor generals we've ever seen. I mean, look what he's doing in Phoenix. The Suns haven't been to the playoffs since 2010, and he's got them as a legit contender, sitting 4th in the West with a 20-10 record. Now, I'm not taking away credit from Devin Booker and the rest of those guys, but let's admit the 16-year veteran is the main reason they're playing so well. They've won against some notable teams so far this season, including Philly, Utah, Boston, Milwaukee, and Denver, with CP3 leading the way. Also, look what he did in 2020 with OKC. He got traded to the Thunder, which was some BS if you ask me, but we'll save that for a different day. And he took a young team to the playoffs, and they actually competed. Where's OKC this year? 2nd to last in the West. CP3 is, for a fact, the difference maker. He's averaging 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists this season. Now, before y'all get your panties in a wad and say, but Ashley, that stat line isn't good enough to win MVP, let's take into consideration what an MVP actually means. It means most valuable player. How valuable is Chris Paul to the Suns? He's extremely valuable. Like they ain't making it to the playoffs without him valuable. Go argue your mom. He also just passed Oscar Robertson for 6 assists. Truly amazing. The 11-time NBA All-Star continues to play at a high level, and his veteran leadership helps teams win. I rest my case. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Thanks for tuning into the Ashley Neville Show, and thank you to Matty Ice Studios for having me.